Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Do me a favor and let me know if you can hear me. I was off site last night and had to set everything up over again, but let me know if you can hear me. Good morning. It is Thursday, September 15th, 2022, and welcome to the Java Cafe. Today is Thankful Thursdays, and so we are definitely going to practice be intentional about some thankfulness this morning. I just need to get something queued up here that I want to share with you guys later. But good morning, everybody. Let's go in the cafe and see who's in the room this morning. Heidi is in bright and early this morning. Heidi, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Miss Teresa, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Please tell the double E's that I said hello when they get home from school. Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Mama Java, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. And also Opal Thompson, good to see you in the room as well. Good morning. Who else? Charlotte, good morning. Good to see you in the room. She's saying hello to everybody else. Pastor Marion is so thankful on this Thankful Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Also, Sister Debbie, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Naraki, beautiful. Good morning. Good to see you in the room. Gail, good morning. Good to see you. Gail is saying good morning. A 14-year-old internationally stepped into the path of So very interestingly so, and I'm not going to reveal who, I heard about this yesterday from someone that was actually on the train when this happened. And so, Gail, I'll talk more about that in a minute. This is Suicide Prevention Month. And so I thought about that yesterday when I got the text, and it wasn't the media and the MBTA classified it as a medical emergency. And so more information, as you see right here, is coming out today. So we'll talk about that in just a couple of seconds. But Gail is saying and informing us that a 14-year-old intentionally stepped in the path of a red line train yesterday. Please let's pray for their healing and their family. So our kids are in the deepest pain these days. So Gail, can you confirm or not? Because the impression and how I perceived it was that the person passed. So if they did not, please update us, inform us, and let us know. But either way, keep them in prayer. And Gail, can you let me know real quick so I can update the folks here since we've mentioned it? Stan, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Hopefully you got in touch with Tehran for that t-shirt you're working on. Heidi, thank you for letting me know I'm doing all this talking and forgot to get the confirmation if y'all could hear me. Daryl, good morning from Tennessee. Good to see you in the room as well. Gail, let me also the purse. Hold on for 1 second. Heidi is saying this person on the train was also interviewed in Mattapan. Interesting. So love and blessings to you too, Uncle Thaddeus. I thought about you yesterday as there's still critical conditions. So thank God that it was, and we don't know what the circumstances were. We can look at it and on surface make some presumptions, but let's keep this person in prayer and their family as well, the medical providers and everybody that's dealing with them. My brother, I got to see last night, and Thaddeus, if you don't know Brother Flavio, y'all should definitely connect. Another dope photographer. But Flavio, it was good to see you in the room last night. It was definitely dope to see you in the room. But I just wanted to mention again, even though this person did not transition, it is still Suicide Prevention Month. And while this incident causes this type of conversation to come up, I believe the number that you can call if you're having issues here in the state of Massachusetts is 988. Let me just double check that number, but I believe that is the number. So we want to make sure when we bring these subjects up We do share resources. Okay, it is 988. That is the hotline number. If you are dealing with issues around just not keeping it, because things are so bad, not keeping in mind that there are a lot of people here that love you and care about you, and would be sorely upset and gravely upset if, and I'll keep it real, if you took yourself out of here. And so even if anyone sees or is watching and is going through a lot of stuff today, reach out either to that number or friends and family. But that number again is 988. It just is, you know, a 14-year-old, and I know it's Thankful Thursday, but let's just park for a minute. Young people have just went back to school. They've been in COVID for the past 2.5 years. They may or may not be seeing the impact of the economy on their parents and their home. Is it a single family home? Was the parent a teenage parent? What support systems are or can be better placed in school for this 14-year-old? What is their living situation? Is the family homeless? Is the parent dealing with a substance issue? Is there a somebody in their family that has a critical condition, a grandparent? Are they a victim of sexual assault? So, you know, when we were younger, we would hear this notion that, you know, children are to be seen and not heard. And the reality is that a lot of our young people are dealing with a lot peer pressure, social media, body image, sexuality. So we need to keep that in mind when we deal with them. And it's so interesting that look who comes into this space saying good morning as I'm talking about this, Naisha D. And so Naisha, we learned about the 14-year-old that intentionally stepped out on a red line train yesterday. And though they are still living, thank God, it does bring us to the conversation around suicide prevention. And so, you know, it's so interesting, Naisha, that you popped in at this point here. And I know you didn't know what we were talking about. So I see the other comment, but Naisha is not aware of the subject, but it's something that she talks about, that Toy talks about, I talk about here, and others. And, you know, I've been struggling with this notion around the Black Men's Mental Health Project, where we as men come together and lead conversations, resource awareness and availability. And a few folks have reached out. If you remember in COVID, I did something, it's not too public, but for a few months, I did something called Man Cave. And on every Monday evening, I think at about 9 o'clock, we would come into the room and just brothers were allowed to smoke, drink, talk, cuss, just to be free. And so those spaces need to be created for brothers to share with each other. But then we also know the importance of sharing our stories. And so not to get too far off, but Naisha, seeing you in the room just made me dig a little bit deeper. So absolutely, Naisha, absolutely. Miss Teresa saying, my heart has been hurting since she heard. Nicole is saying, my daughter hasn't been in school for a week and I already had to call the principal about an incident. You know, so our young people are dealing with a lot, peer pressure, bullying, and things like that. So let's keep that in mind. And again, keep this young man, and I believe it was a young man, keep this teenager in mind. And it's just very interesting. I had a call with a partner yesterday that is aware of the platform, aware of me being a former youth worker. And we're getting ready to launch a 12-week training program where we're going to incorporate the arts and podcasting around COVID and the impact. And we definitely talked about the mental health impact on our young people. And this was less than 24 hours ago. So just sort of viewing this conversation. Hold on. I got that. Heidi knows what I'm talking. Charmaine and Heidi know what I'm about to say. I just got a quickening. My shoulders are up. So it's just a little bit of an affirmation that we're in the right place and what we're getting ready to do in working with these young people. So crazy. It is Thankful Thursday, and I'm thankful for each of you that are in there. I'm thankful for the opportunity. Reggie is saying Michael Johnson. Rest in peace, Michael Johnson. Reggie, please either text me or make me know if you know that I know him, because Michael Johnson is definitely a very common name, but let me know so I can share if I know who he is, just some, so folks can know. Also, Charmaine is saying it is crucial for our school system, CBOs, families to provide mental health and wellness support. And so that's one of the things, Charmaine, that is going to be a tenet of this program that I'm getting ready to develop and work with some young people. Naisha, as always, is sharing resources. So do me a favor real quick. Just take a screenshot of this right here. Either figure out a way, if you have an iPhone, you can cut and paste the text if you go into your pictures and share this information in a post, or take a screenshot and share this and give some context to where folks can reach out and get some support. So Blackline, which is at callblackline.com. You can call them at 1-800-604-5841. Blackline providers are a space for peer support, counseling, witnessing, and affirming the lived experiences to folks who are most impacted by systemic oppression with an LGBTQ plus Black femme lens. Naisha, thank you for that. Also, there's Lifeline 988, Naisha, that I mentioned. If you're online, it's 988lifeline.org, or you can call 988. The Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress prevention and crisis resources for you and your loved ones, and best practices for professionals in the United States. One thing that I'm noticing here, Naisha, is that the providers are coming, folks are being intentional about making sure that providers have support and aware that there's support for them as well. And so there's more information that Naisha is sharing here. Lasagna, good morning. Good to see you in the room. There is the Trevor Project, and they focus on, it is the world's largest suicide prevention crisis intervention organization for the LGBTQ community and young people. Also, there's a substance abuse resource and mental health from SAMHSA, from the federal government. There is a treatment referral hotline at SAMHSA at 1-877-726-4727 for individuals and families facing mental health challenges and or substance use disorders. So thank you so much for that. Sharon Cornelius is in the room. Good morning. Good to see you. It is definitely important that we keep one of the pillars of this platform around sharing information. And between what I mentioned about the meeting yesterday, Gail mentioning this and this subject coming up today, and then Naisha just popping in the room, obviously somebody here or somebody close to us here may be dealing with this, or we may find out in the next couple of days after someone may reach out to us that folks are dealing with issues. And so we talked about seasonal effectiveness disorder on Monday. Winter's coming. And in this conversation, part of the group that was there are public health officials. And y'all know me, I don't mind. I said, well, listen, I need y'all to tell me, because you all hear information before we do. Are you aware that, are there major concerns coming down the pike in reference to us going into the fall and winter with COVID surges and whatnot? And so we don't know. And I'm going to share a balanced piece of information at the end of this point. So somebody, if I forget, please type CNN positive COVID information if I forget after I finish this other part. So we with what we went through the past 2.5 years, thankful Thursday, we're thankful that we're still here, despite those that have transitioned, despite the economy and everything that we've been through. But we just always, one thing about COVID and post George Floyd and just in general, intentionality about mental wellness is definitely more active within Black communities, and in general, but specifically the taboo of going to lay on somebody's Black couch figuratively and having a conversation is dissipating. And so I think that's definitely important, but it does not negate the fact that we still need to make sure we keep pushing the importance, pushing the awareness, and pushing resources when people are ready to take advantage of services. And so how I got way into that, I'm not sure. Charmaine, thank you, because I was literally just getting ready to go there. So there's the piece, and I'll go back to more of the Naisha, put the website for yourpurespark.com is the website that you can go to and get a whole bunch of information that Naisha is curated over the past couple of years, a year or so, year and a half or so. So, in reference to the positive COVID information, I'm going to try to find the article. World Health Organization COVID ending. So I saw a title from a CNN article last night, and I went in and verified it was really CNN because the subject of the article, you know, with where we've been the past few years, I was kind of like, wait, what? And so the title of the article is called "The End is Near. The New Pandemic Data Looks Promising for Some Anyway." While the pandemic is not over, experts say the U.S. may be in for at least a very near normal spring and summer based on, wait a minute, is this the right one? Nope. Hold on, y'all. I want to be accurate. COVID latest news, 19 CNN. Hold on, folks. So it's so interesting because going to find the positive information, I remember basically what it said. The World Health Organization, let me see if it's in the front here. The World Health Organization basically is saying that the end is near, but we still need to stay focused. We still need to do everything that we've been doing around vaccinations. Now there are 3 boosters. And so getting those, I seen somebody post the other day, they were like boosted 3 times or something like that. And I sat there and I was like, wow, it's been a combo of like 5 shots. Well, now it is 5 because you got the first booster, second booster, and now they have this third booster that has the Omicron Delta, fighting components in it. So there is some positive information. Though we're still dealing. I talked to a family member this week. They tested positive for COVID. I'll be very honest. I was with my family last week and we were taking pictures as a family and whatnot. Most of the time I was sitting off to the side, had my mask off amongst family, some I've been around. And I have not went without, kind of thinking like, okay, got my test right there in the room. So, there is some positive news on that front. And so we want to keep that balance. But I got here by the fact that we talked about the 14-year-old. We talked about all that they're dealing with. We know that adults are dealing with stuff as well. And so these resources that Naisha has curated at yourpurespark.com are in place specifically for Black people. And while there may be some national information in there, there is a specific focus on Black providers within Massachusetts. So let me just go in and check in around some of the comments that we're getting this morning. I think I said hi to Lasagna. People need names. Many call these lines and get put on hold. Providers are also overwhelmed. We need names to call and email directly. Dr. Kwame Dance, Corey Williams, Kurt Fossey's team provided solid services to our scholars staff since 2020. That is definitely dope. Lasagna, balance there, Charmaine. It's because even with MGH, I'll be honest, sometimes folks have reached out and are they taking patients? And as you said, folks are overwhelmed. And so, with that name piece, it's interesting. But if you go to Pure Spark, Naisha has all their profiles and who they cater to and what their specialty is there. So you can call and ask folks on that line or getting information from that website by name. Lasani said, shout out to the Brockton girls volleyball that did a dedication and presentation to suicide prevention in youth and raising funds last night before their game. So let's go ahead and Lasagna, let baby girl know we gave them a hand this morning for that wonderful thing that they did. And that's definitely dope. Our young people they are aware. I can't wait to get with this group of young people and work on this project because I know I'm going to learn a lot. Naisha said regarding the Black providers, Pure Spark is hosting a wellness mixer tomorrow at the Bruce Boland building. You can click on the link in the comments and get the information there. And I think I shared it on Twitter and Jimmy as well. But you can click that link there after the show and go and register and come out. And Naisha, thanks for creating space for providers, informal and formal. We need to see folks beyond the mask that people wear and listen beyond the words. Absolutely. Absolutely. I refuse to let my guard down, not trusting these articles. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, I get it. There, you know, and even the article that I bought it by mistake, you know, was talking about getting back, the normal is near, and that was in March. I'm glad I looked at the date, not giving you all the wrong information. I'm thankful for the love I received from Queen Julia here at yesterday's city council meeting. A nice surprise. Shout out Thaddeus. I haven't watched any council meetings since the other day, but no, I'm messing. Shout out to Uncle Thaddeus for what he did last weekend, and also being recognized by the city council yesterday for the Black Joy movement. Also, so a lot of folks don't know the 5K road to wellness started off with Thaddeus's concept of hood fit. And so this brother, anyway, I ain't going to talk about him. Oh, Dina found it. Hold on, y'all. Dina found the article to which I was referring. So let's get it here. So let me share this with you real quick. And Dina, if you get a chance, can you post it in the comments so folks can read it for themselves as well, while still considering what Miss Teresa said. And even me, Lord. Y'all know when some people call me Mr. COVID. I'm like, oof. All right. The world has never been in a better position to end COVID-19 pandemic. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of the World Health Organization, said in a news briefing in Geneva on Wednesday last week, the number of weekly reported deaths from COVID-19 was the lowest since March 2020. He said, "We have never been in a better position to end the pandemic. We are not there yet, but the end is in sight. A marathon runner does not stop when the finish line comes into view. She," and I loved how he referred to she runs harder with all the energy she has left, Tedros said. So Lord have mercy. So must we. We can see the finish line. We are in a winning position, but now is the time. Now is the worst time to start running. Now is the time to run harder and make sure we cross the line and reap the rewards of all of our hard work. Now, they do also say, because I remember reading this earlier, something about the fact that, you know, despite more, there could still be more variants. Hold on. So let's seize the opportunity. Oh, it was the next paragraph. There is still a risk of more variants, deaths, disruption, and uncertainty, he said. So let's seize this opportunity. So basically, he's saying stay the course. Okay. Miss Teresa, be nice. I don't even know where he's from. Dina, thank you so much. So there's the article there for you all to get the information. Miss T, I ain't messing with you. I agree, Teresa. People are still getting infected and folks are still dying. Absolutely. But, you know, I as much as I share, you know, the information, and I want to share that positive piece too, that, you know, the WHO is saying that at least, you know, 2 years ago, we couldn't see this. So things are getting better, but we got to stay the course and stay focused. All right, folks, it's 9:27. I have a busy day. Please don't forget tonight. It is not too late to register. Let me just check and see how many slots we have left. But you can go to this link here and register for tonight's Your Healthy Java live recording. Every time I say that, I think about the tech issue we had 2 weeks ago, but we are pretty much set tonight. I did a session. Shout out to the New England Aquarium, the Dewey Square Group, and also the Fierce Urgency of Now Fest from the Boston Chamber of Commerce. Had an opportunity last night to co-host, because DJ Mott did some hosting as well. Shout out to him, to co-host the event that had some dancers. Origination was one of the groups that was there as well. Conan Harris was there and others. It was definitely an awesome event. All that to say that the tech went okay last night. It was not on this platform. It is over on the website. If you go to javawithjimmy.com and in the menu, click the live tab. Not the best aesthetic because the way the light was in the tent, but the way the people were. So I had to balance, you all being able to see the back of the people rather than not being able to see the people, not being able to see the front of the people well because it was dark. Based on, we was out on the harbor, as y'all say it here in Boston. I say harbor. And I got a little Miami fix last night being down there. I'm like, just hold on just a few more days, Jesus. All right, so what was I doing? I was getting ready to see how many people registered to see how many seats we have left for tonight. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, we got quite a few seats left. Probably got about 8 or 9 seats. There are a couple of people that said they were going to register, so there's about 8 or 9 seats left. So please plan to come out. Dina was there last time and saw me almost have a meltdown because the tech wasn't working. So definitely consider coming out tonight. Also, save the date. This is the thing I was trying to get prepared right before we went live. Let me find the flyer so I can show that to you all as well. But consider coming out tonight. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. I know some people prefer Hispanic, some people prefer Latino. It really depends on your origin. But why can't I find this flyer, Jesus? Oh, maybe because it's not in that place. All right, let me put my face back up here. But you all might want to see the flyer instead of my face. Hold on for 1 second. I need to get this queued up so you all can see. We are having the first Your Healthy Java. Where is it? Health Fair on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. There it is. All right, there's the JPEG. Let's open that. Put that over here. Hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. So this is an event that is coming up on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. An old school, what I call kind of an old school health fair, that we will have various resources. The main provider of resources and information that will be there, of course, will be the Massachusetts General Hospital Office of Equity and Community Health. But we have some other partners that are coming from MGH. As far as the Cancer Center, you will be able to get screened. We're working on trying to have a few things there at 12th Baptist. There will also be a panel titled COVAC Black, to where we're going to talk about the COVID virus. We're going to talk about the vaccine and the impact of the Black community, and also some of the things that I mentioned earlier. So please save the date. We need to see you in the building. Come out. You know, providers with the tables and whatnot, they always have the freebies, from keychains to candy to lollipops to, you know, whole bunch of stuff. So please plan on coming out on Saturday, October 1st. And then before you come out in a couple of weeks, do your best, check your schedule to see if you can come out this evening at 6 p.m. at Dudley Cafe, so we can have, there's dinner. There is dinner, not snacks. I think Stacy definitely was there before. Tashad was there if she's in the building. And so, Y Moreno, que tú haces, papa? So props. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, sir. So yes, that is the theme for tonight's meal as well. So please consider coming tonight. I'm not messing with you. Dina said, can't make it tonight, but wish you the best and hope it fills to capacity. Thank you so much. Yahira is in the building. The economy is not better. We are now dealing with the post-pandemic crisis. Housing, jobs, and resources are upside down. They are, but we got to get, we got, ooh, Stacy, where am I bougie at, Jesus? We got to get organized. We got to get organized. Boston is so resource rich. It's crazy, but we're not organized. We don't do the 3 C's that I've been talking about. Communication, coordination, and collaboration between all entities. And since Yahira's in the building, that's also an answer to Mass and Cass. Lift your hands and tell them thank you. Yahira, happy Hispanic Heritage Month to you as well. And anyone that's on the platform that is of Latino or Hispanic descent. Sharon Cornelius was there as well. Sharon, and she's registered for tonight. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Pops, it's really not when it comes to us. So both of my eyes see straight Dutch. When you say happy, Oh, the point of being happy, props. What we're about to say, what were you about to say about me? Oh, Stacy was in the building at the last event and saw me almost have a meltdown. You, a couple other people that were there. Sharon had her baby with her, so maybe she didn't see, but I was so upset. I was so aggravated. And the fix was very quick. I put the system together preparing for the AV person that came the other day, and it worked. So anyway, that's it for me this morning, folks. It is 9:34. I'm going to get off and get ready for this evening. And hold on, let me mess with props for about 2 more minutes. How come GE, Gillette, Bose, New Balance, and other corps not involved with the community? New Balance, I think, is Bose. Well, Gillette may get over through Kraft, probably behind the scenes or whatever, supporting some of the stuff he's doing, presumably. So that's a presumption. It did, Stacy. Thank you for that. Heidi is saying props. Good point. Ask them. Oh, God. Props is going to tell me to ask them because he's been in my ear about all of them. So today's Thursday. As I say on Thursday, today's my Friday. So Monday. We'll probably do a rebroadcast because I will not be available Monday at 9. So we'll probably do a rebroadcast of what I'm not sure. Tuesday is going to be a rebroadcast of the recording tonight for Your Healthy Java. One of the reasons we're doing a live recording because, and props is in the building, we started this in sort of a Zoom, in the peak of Zoom, in a Zoom error. I mean, look, wouldn't it be dope if I was sitting in a desk and had a live audience and a few people, we were eating breakfast and things like that. And so with the support that comes from MGH, we want to make sure that they see the impact. You all are impacted, surveys coming too, but we want to be sure that they are clear that this is having an impact. And part of that is the aesthetics. And so we're doing the live recordings and then we're going to cast them on Tuesday. We may go live tonight. Y'all know I'm open and honest. Going live tonight, is that going to make y'all not watch that usually watch on Tuesday? So there's just some decisions in the background or some testing or some trial and error things that I'm doing. Just to be very honest and real with you all, we are part of this platform. So Tuesday will be a rebroadcast. And so we won't be live again until Wednesday. I may jump in Tuesday just to get some feedback live after you all watch what we record tonight. So right now, I'll see you on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Okay. Heidi, come in the building tonight. I'm going to put the here. So make it easy. I'm going to put the link right here. Your Healthy Java 9/15/22. There's the link, Heidi. We have 7, 8. You come in, it'll be 7. Have 7, 8 slots left. So please come and if folks show up, that are part of the platform, not just random folks off the street, because we just want to make sure that folks are focused because we are recording. But Heidi, come, invite others to come. That would be dope. Pastor Marion, keep me in your prayers, traveling mercy. Hold on. Lasagna's giving the benediction. Have an awesome day and weekend on Lasagna, we got to figure this out when I get back. Lasagna, why don't you talk Lasagna? Stacy called me bougie earlier. Come and meet me. And let's go have lunch down there. You talk about bougie, you would get up and walk away. Some of the stuff. Okay, Heidi, just come through. It would be good to see you in the building. I got the link there for you. So, all right, folks, have a wonderful day. I'm not going to close again. We will see you possibly this evening at 6 p.m. for Your Healthy Java's live recording. Don't forget also on October 1st, don't forget that we are having the health fair. Hope to see you guys there. All right. Have a great day, everybody. And we shall talk to you on Wednesday. at latest at 9 a.m. Peace.